Alrighty, so welcome. This is the demonstration of my orbital physics simulation. This is a pretty simple 2D game. It's built entirely in Python, but it does model real-life Newtonian physics. So before we get into the demonstration, here's a quick overview of the game. So you pilot a rocket using rotation and thrust. There are two different game modes. There's a normal mode and a hard mode. Either mode, you're navigating around planets. The only difference is that in hard mode, the planets move. So the moving planets in hard mode demonstrates the three-body problem in a chaotic environment. We can start the game in normal mode, and we can see a few things. So our mode is set to planning, where we'll assign the rotation and the thrust to our rocket. And you can also see that we're set to level 1. Each frame, the program calculates the gravitational force using Newton's law of universal gravitation for each planet. As the rocket gets closer to the planet, the gravitational magnitude increases. You can see the rocket accelerate. This energy exchange happens automatically as a consequence of the gravitational equation. If I restart the level, I can show how different rotations give you completely different trajectories. We can alter our rotation to get completely different flight paths. Thrust that we apply during the planning mode is the only force that we can control in our simulation. As you can see, in a system with more bodies, we get a more chaotic movement of the rocket. It has to do with net forces and the combination of gravity causing a chaotic environment. Now, this net forces problem doesn't really become that big of an issue until we get to many bodies. To get a better view of it, move on to a higher level. Here we are at level 7. You can see here just how complicated our flight path can be. To help visualize the complexity of the gravity pulling on the rocket, go into settings, on our gravity input. Give us a percentage of the total influence the planet's gravity has on our rocket. You can see that no matter where our rocket is, or how fast it's going, or how close it is to any planet, being influenced by every single planet. Hard mode really kicks up the complexity, does a good job of demonstrating the three-body problem. When we start in our hard mode, you can see that each planet has a vector coming out of it, showing which direction it's going to travel. You can see that even with a small system with just 2 planets, it can be extremely difficult to predict where the rocket is going to go. Even if I do a really good job of lining up a tracer line on the goal, it still misses. This brings up the biggest problem in orbital physics, the three-body problem. In a system with more than 2 bodies, it's impossible to predict the motion and position of the bodies over a long period of time. I don't really have the patience to play through that many hard mode levels. Instead, I went into the config and increased the number of starting planets to 8. This should give us a really good demonstration of just how chaotic systems with multiple bodies can be. There really is no way of telling where the rocket is going to go. What I love about this project is that even though the game looks simple, the physics behind it is exactly the same physics used in real spacecraft. Every rocket we've put into orbit, lunar mission, all the Voyagers, any space probe, they all use the same equations, same forces, same integration steps. By using nothing more than Newton's laws and a small Python program, we can visualize orbit, slingshot trajectories, and chaotic gravitational motion in an intuitive, interactive way. Thanks for watching.